Look, I'll make this easy for you, okay? I'll make you a little document, and then you can just, whenever you feel like pretending you're gonna try to retain any actual information, or just like open that on your phone or something on the side, and then whenever you need any info for like, oh, what do I do in this situation? You just look at the little document, it'll be neatly organized, and it'll be nice, and you can just look at it and go, oh, cool, thank you, Cube. And you'll have to say, thank you, Cube, on stream whenever you do look at it, otherwise I will come and fight you. So that's the cost, basically. Because there's like scattering of, hey, look, I have linked you my actual document that I have made for myself with reference to all my character notes and shit. Like, that hasn't helped. I've given you a variety of info at various times in Discord or in Steam chat. So, like, that's also not helping. So I'll give it one last shot of, like, one document with, like, titles and organization and shit. Can't tell him to say thank you, Cubes, and then give me incentive to not thank you. I meant IRL. I'll like walk over there and punch you. It's no fun and games. It's actual death. Oh, nice. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day during your stream, that we were considering some sort of meetup scenario. I was thinking about that for a bit, if that makes any semblance of sense, and I think it would, I mean, I don't know, I need to sort out my financial situation before I can even go anywhere. I think that's, like, step number one and, like, issue number one. But other than that, that seems like a fun idea to do eventually. So over here we have garbage. On the other side we have a very good talisman. It will probably not end up making use of, but it is good. It is the faster casting talisman. I forgot what it was called. Radagon something, I reckon. Radagon icon. There you go. Terminators to the Atlantic, hell yeah. Ooh, oops, I'm autopiloting. Also, Bango, this playthrough is the perfect opportunity for you to go, oh my god, Cube, just go Vigor, like we've been doing to you when you were doing your playthrough. So you get to shit-talk me for having low HP now. After us having done similar things. Wait, there's loot. I don't think any of this is particularly relevant or important, but I'll grab it anyway. Because that is how I roll. Cubically. Yeah, no worries. It's the sort of shit where just reading about it doesn't really help it stick, and you'd have to actually, like, try to commit it to at least some level of muscle memory, or even do a little drill or a little practice or whatever, and I know that that's not a thing you're particularly eager about doing, because that turns it from, like, just, hey, I hop in and I have fun, into, like, oh no, I have to actually put, like, it turns it into work rather than just little funsies, so I am not upset. I mostly joke about that as well. I will continue to sporadically give tips because that's just the sort of idiot that I am, and I will not mind if you end up not taking any of them. Although I will die internally every time I see you completely fluff the easiest situation in the world, panic, and just like punch him once very gently rather than absolutely murdering someone. So if you're okay with, like, killing me inside every time, then absolutely feel free to continue to do so, and I will occasionally just talk shit, and you will occasionally go like, mate, and we'll all be happy and fine, I think. So, no worries. It's all good. What? I got splattered from that because I was considered airborne when I came down that ledge very briefly, huh? Neat. Ow. First get from ASW is I need to do a couple times to input that. Yeah, that's what I meant earlier. Like, it's the sort of shit where just reading, hey, I can or should be doing this maybe, is not gonna be particularly helpful. Because it's just like a bunch of words and numbers in a vacuum that don't mean anything without anything attached to them. Fuck me, I am not going up there for now. Thanks for cover being harassed, big dog, that's splat, yeah. Having those guys aggroed and alive is gonna make this a little awkward because they will inevitably eventually find an angle to actually shoot me, but maybe if we stick to this part and explore this first, we should be good. There's like a crab over here somewhere that's gonna be a little annoying. Also, the Iron Maiden is probably gonna come over here and end me. Appear to be getting shot a lot. Yeah. Shot a lotting. Also, I haven't scolded you yet for believing. Don't think I didn't see that one. How dare you post such vile nonsense while I'm busy focusing on the video games. It's awful. Vile even. Precious item ahead. I wonder if you can make the Iron Maiden bleed. You might be like, how the fuck are you gonna make a construct bleed? But like, it does have a fleshy interior. Oh, I see, that's why you're gonna take a while. That makes sense. God damn it. Isn't it? It kinda looks like it. Whenever it opens. Speaking of, would you like to open at some point so I can actually inflict more than 0 damage? It's just decorated with some skin, upholstered if you will, I say. That is awful. Also, that was a terrible time to read while it did the if you don't roll immediately into me, you die move, and I was autopilot rolling backwards while reading shot. F. Very sad. We made so little progress that it matters absolutely not at all. Turtle introduced me to the headless one. It's adorable. The headless one, the headless one. What is Bango talking about? I can figure this out. This is a puzzle. We're now playing a puzzle game. The headless one. It's probably something Elden Ring related. It's probably not an Iron Maiden, because that would A, not be adorable, and B, I don't think there's a headless Iron Maiden. It's probably not a crab. Headless crabs don't exist. They would never let themselves get deheaded. It's probably not Baba as you. Baba is headless. But you. Or something. Zombie Baba on the loose. Okay, fuck, sorry. I've already moved on too far from what I was talking about at the time that you're now responding to. What is the headless one? My bad. I can't suss it out. There is a headless abductor version? Fuck, I guess I'm just dumb. My bad. There is indeed a headless Iron Maiden thing. Oh, I genuinely cannot remember. It's probably in Volcano Manor then, if Turtle introduced you to it. You were doing that last time. No idea what the fuck is going on either. I find their moveset to be so annoying and like fairly arbitrary in their selection that I probably didn't even notice that it's headless and just doing weird shit. Patches? No, it's not the one that's all the way down here, is it? That is headless? I didn't want to do that one yet, so we wouldn't have seen it or interacted with it on this playthrough just yet. Surely I can get a second swing if I need to. It's on the way to Volcano Manor. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, is it in that area where there's... I should stop talking because you might not have seen that yet, never mind. Ah, F. I should probably pick a different weapon. Oh, hey. I auto-piloted his swing because my brain was like, yo god, finally it's going to take more than no damage whatsoever, so I immediately swung and immediately get eaten. Profound sadness. Alright, let's use something else. Let's try this. I got murdered while trying to change my weapons. Unlucky. I have no good reason to fight this, aside from being a fucking idiot and doing this somewhat, like, holistically. Trying to kill all the things and do all the things and grab all the things, but like, other than that, fighting it is pretty... Principle, nah. There are so many more of these fucking things, there's not much principle to it. Especially if it's an enemy that does respawn, it's not really worth principling over it, I think. Most of the time, anyway. Whole of Mount Galmir went to the Volcano Manor, talked to Tana, thought she was sus and left. Unfortunate. She's such a lovely lady now. Oh right, there was a bad time to do that. Ow. Oh my god, it's gonna grab me. Oh, delicious damage. That was more damage than we did in that entire last fight where we were alive for like 8 minutes. Oh my god, delicious damage. Let's fucking go. We're gaming. Things are dying. Oh, this is the best day of my life. Got the northern road at Altus after teleporting up there, didn't expect anything else basically. So you did go past the area where there's like a million Iron Maidens and there's the soldiers hanging out and shit. But yeah, I remember you telling me that you went past the Starfall Beast, whatever it's called. Very nice. So it's probably one of those then, I presume. That would make sense. Oh, hey, turtle. Not turtle, crab, sorry, my bad. I promise I wasn't thinking that this was in fact a crab. I promise I was, or a turtle. Goddammit, brain. I promise I wasn't thinking this was a turtle. I was looking at chat while this thing was spawning and reading Turtle's name while reading his message. So I am not that brain damaged, just mostly brain damaged, I'm sorry. I think the broken one is partway up the mountain. The crab, yeah. Crab. Fuck it, let's heal. Alright. How about we don't kill all these guys again? How about we just move on with life? Whee! No, I miss. Foul crab, very fun. Still haven't quite figured out what that first word is. The sensor is doing work. Sorcerer leggings. Yoink. Did Bango ever end up doing this section? I don't remember. Oh, Sacred! Yeah, that makes sense, duh. We've had that before, I forgot. My memory is so shit these days. This is where most people that I sometimes listen to would be like, oh, it's probably all the drugs, lol. But I don't even have that excuse, I'm just old. And decrepit. And bad at memory at this point. Anyway. In your eye, nope, he saw a big ball and literally rolled with it. Well then. Well then, well then, well then. I do like pulling Bango away from his obligations to have him respond occasionally to shit. It's very good. I'm sorry, you don't have to respond. We'll sauce it out. We'll talk shit about you, it's fine. You can trust us. Hey, how good is this at sniping bird marionettes? Not good at all if I miss. Weird how that works. Oh hey, stop malfunctioning. Just break, thank you. Wait, isn't that kind of the same? Never mind. What attack is this? Oh, that one. It disappeared. Aha! I have magic. I don't need my own magic if I can just use yours. Wow, that eats literally all of my blue juice really quickly if I had parry spells. I did not realize. Sniping is no good if you miss. Yeah. He does have a point on that one. Let me have one of these, why not? Ow. Can you please do other attacks that are a little bit easier to deal with? Thank you. I'm gonna just take a step away while you go crazy. Thank you. He's going crazy. I wish I had one blue Estus Flask. You kind of always want one blue Estus Flask, I reckon. I wish I was on the DLC and had the thing yet. I've used that so much instead of Blue Estus Flask. Thank you, camera. The camera literally tried to kill me there. Or rather, it literally did kill me. If I wasn't a god at logging out, I would have fucking died. That was such bullshit. Do you see those quit out reflexes? That's what speedrunning Dark Souls does to you. Isn't there a ladder here? Am I dumb? I'm dumb, it's the other tower that had the ladder. Never mind, we move on. Oh, fuck, did I mess up? No, wait, this is the XD jump, isn't it? Isn't this the really stupid one? Isn't this jump? Or how do you get up there again? I forgot. I think it's this. In some way. Oh, that was terrible. I can't run for Scotcha. Yeah, almost fell. No, that's not how that works. Unlucky. There's a way to get up there, I forgot. It's probably not that one. It's probably just like something over here. Oh yeah, you just jump over there. I need a mod that skips these two logos. There used to be one. Probably still exists, or got updated or something at some point. Or maybe not. Whatever. We'll just tank it. I'll just stop reload spamming so much, I guess. I'll continue spamming A though, just for funsies. But there's a thing up there, you can get up there. Oh, I got pushed by the thing. Yeah, that makes me not reach it. Fuck it, let's accept death. Wow, I tried to go to no and it didn't, like, take, so it instead jumped back over to yes, so I, with great delay, pushed yes anyway. So we're back to main menu, never mind, my bad. God, it is so warm. It is such an awful day with, like, maximum humidity and the odd bit of rain, but not actual committal rain, just like, hey, we have, like, 2 seconds of slight, like, tiny trickle of downpour, and then afterwards back to normal, just so the humidity never ever goes actually down. Oh, I am going to die here, yeah. Oh, that didn't reach, that was terrible. I should probably use a different weapon for these. The Holy Sword doesn't really do that much if I can't buff it. So let's go back to the Shamshir, why not? I like the Shamshir. Should use it more. I hadn't used curved swords pretty much at all until recently. In Elden Ring anyway. But their basic foundation of, hey, you press R1 a lot because your attacks move you forward and they're sort of quick, just never goes away. I committed. It worked out. Oh boy, I'm not committing to that, please. Thank you. Ladder. So is this just gonna lead me back up to the jump that I didn't make, or am I misremembering? I swear you can jump something there. Maybe that's not the intended route, or even an intended route. Maybe it just happens to be a shortcut. But I could have sworn I've done that before. Maybe I'm just slightly misremembering. Maybe I just tried a while and then eventually decided it's not worth it and thought I did it or something. I don't know. Treasure! Full moon crossbow. And this leads back up. Oh yeah, this goes to where the jump would go, I see. So you're not meant to make that jump? I feel like you can probably make that if you manage to land on the gargoyle ahead. I feel like there's a way to do this, but whatever. Anyway, now we need to go there again and take the other route this time, and then we need to double back again. What the fuck is that? What the fuck asset is just floating there? Where's my monocular? Here we go. Hmm. That doesn't seem right. Maybe it's supposed to be a bit of cloth draped over that gargoyle, but the way it's sticking out is super weird. The gargoyles don't stick out nearly that far. Anyway, I guess we'll do this then. Oh, I jumped too far. Well, I guess we've committed to this route. Unlucky. Oh, this would have looped back to the other side anyway if I hadn't fucked up. Can we climb back up here, maybe? Let's try. I died. Aw. Kill plane too high as well. My bad. Yeah, I didn't mean to jump that far, I just fucked up. So we'll go here again. Now the good side is that getting there is actually usually not as bad. The bad side is that if you don't know where exactly you're going and you're not continuing to beeline for wherever the fuck you're going, it does actually become pretty bad because the enemies will continue to chase you down and be annoying to you. There's a corpse on that ledge that I didn't pick up. Or with an item that I didn't pick up. What gives? I was in this room. There you go. Oh, it's the glintstone whip blade. That's actually a pretty important item. I'm glad I double checked that, or rather, I'm glad I spotted that while running post. Hey, the death was totally worth it. I would have missed that. See, kids, dying is a good thing. You know you have streamer brain when you say something extra weird and you wonder if you remember to put your quote bot on. Because you wonder if someone is gonna, like, put that into the bot or not. It's not exactly the most normal reaction. Someone will quote me on this. I will probably die, yeah. Did I just die from fall damage? Why did I die after I landed? That was so weird. I didn't see another arrow hit me at the end of that. And surely that wasn't far enough to make me die from fall damage. And I manually let go. I was spamming the button to let go of the ladder, so I wasn't dead yet, I don't think. Also, if you die from a ladder, you fall backwards in this dramatic no sort of way, so I don't think I died on the ladder, I died after the ladder. How the fuck? Anyway, I guess that means we need to actually rush down that one archery dude. Rather than just going for the ladder right away. There you go, all the souls that we've gathered in this dungeon so far. Oh well. Ow. How did I not hit you there? Okay, curved swords, bad weapon, terrible. No hitboxes on them whatsoever. I'm leaving, boy. What? What? You're malfunctioning and you're sniping? No, he stopped malfunctioning already. He recovered immediately. Bro, he started going apeshit. I leave. 2 seconds later, he's back to perfectly sniping at maximum pace. What the fuck? I am getting giga rolled. I should not have said that getting through there isn't so bad. I am getting absolutely shat on for my tiny bit of hubris. It wasn't even a lot of hubris because I immediately ramified it by saying like, oh no, it's actually pretty bad if you don't know where you're going, which is what I was alluding to, because I was gonna check where the items are and all that sort of shit. So I didn't even slander you that much, game, saying you're not that bad, but no, sorry, I guess that was already way too much. My bad, you're awful, and being here is misery and pain, and you can stop killing me now. I've acknowledged your power and potency. Please. Please stop killing me. I don't deserve this much pain. Alright, let's play it slowly, kill all the things. Except grief in your life. Didn't want to move quickly anyway. Hello, every chicken in the game. We're gonna run through here and you guys aren't gonna kill me. I've decided this for you. You don't need to think about it too much. Bye. So this time we don't jump all the way, we just go back here so we can go straight ahead from here. Whee! That was close. That jump is pretty spicy. I didn't find that jump in my first playthrough. It was a little too spicy for me. I had to actually figure this out after the fact. Oh right, we could go back to the normal route from here, or we can climb down the tower, which is probably why we're here technically. There's no ladder to come back up, right? So this is a one-way trip. I guess either of the two options would be one-way trips. I guess I should have accepted the other one then when we were there. Alright, whatever. Let's make sure not to miss any items on the way down here. I'll even turn my lantern on. Crab. Oh yeah, right, you have a hat for me. I am convinced, at least on stream, Bango did not do all of this shit. I know he said he did, but I am convinced, unless he did this off stream, that he didn't do this. I wasn't watching 100% of all streams, in fairness, so it might have been something I missed, but if Turtle also thought that he didn't do this, then I think together we happen to know more. And I don't think Catherine got this far yet, right? So this does go back up. I wonder if we missed anything by not taking that one road. I didn't see any items, but you never know in this game. There's something over here, and there's Satan behind me. Hey, an imbued sword key. We can take out another of the, or check out another of the, 4 belfries or whatever the fuck it was called. I've already forgotten. That is what it was called, wasn't it? Let me inspect the ground there instead of having a sip. Alright, I've inspected the ground. Time for sip. Oh yeah, you jumped down from the tower above, but can you go back up? I don't think you can. Nay. Let's for now just assume we didn't find or didn't miss out on anything special. Special or exciting. Hello. Goodbye. Wah, chickens. Terrifying. Look at them. Alright, we got him. It was all under control. Simulated danger for entertainment purposes only. Sure hope no one attacks me when I loot this corpse. Well then, you got me there, Dark Souls. Nice. I had thought someone was gonna attack me when I looted the corpse, which is why I was being facetious about it. Is that the right word? I don't know. Whatever. I'll roll with it. My brain is not England pilled enough to get everything right at all times. Hey, there's the second key. Isn't that the second key? I think that's the second key. Anything on this? No, we can just go to the bottom and not miss anything. Very good. Anything over here? Nay. Right, time to, you know what, let's kill this guy. Not with hammers, but at least in general. Is there more than just this thing on the, hanging chandelier device thingy of nothing of value? I think this is the second key, my instinct tells me. It is. Nice, so we can get Thorpe 1. Plop. Hi guy, very, very eager. Sees an intruder jump from the rafters that has massacred all of the marionettes and everyone else. It's like, I can take this guy, this is me. Bonk. And this leads back to that first room where you come in, where I was like, hey, this is pretty spicy for a first room last time. Oops. We got a crit accidentally, that's alright with me. Die, wizard. Shattering crystal. Oh, there's a page here. Don't we need to open that with a stone sword key as well, or is that another door? No strong foe ahead. First off, nimble sword. Isn't this where you jump, or is this another one? No, it's another one where you jump. Never mind. Oh yeah, right, that's way later. Well, way later is an overstatement. It is later. Oh. Ah, I am so dumb, I'm gonna die. Oh, that one bolt missed somehow. Very good. Right, that wasn't so bad. So kids, this is what happens when you fuck around with Cosmos magic. Don't gaze too deeply into the void, into the endless void of space, lest you turn into a weird head amalgamation of crystal and not really much human anymore. We get a fancy staff though, so that's worth it, because we're definitely using this since we're big mages. We're very intelligent and just overall deeply into mage. Spec of choice mage, right here. Is there a path on this side as well? There is not. Alright, I think we're done here then. Activated the ladder as well, and by activated I mean kicked it, because that's what you do in Souls games. Wait, is that an item? No. It was a light. Good. Hello there, crystal crab that gives us another helmet. Twin Sage Gunstone Crown. Anything here? Nay. Looks like a nay to me. Surely there are ways to continue though, right? I don't think this is the end of this section, is it? We've been over there, that's where we came down after taking the side path. I guess I'm just meant to jump down here, I think this is just the end of it. How odd. Could have sworn there was a tiny bit more. Oh, I mean, I guess I don't need to jump down because we opened the ladder down the previous room, but I think we can jump down. I don't think you die from this. There's a little ledge here with a roof. Let's try here. That's not a roof, that's a stairwell. Oh, this is the graveyard. We don't even want to be here. No. Yes, I think. Okay, I think that's all of the stuff on the left side done. There is a tiny bit more. There's one more. Wait, fuck, this is the wrong room. The debate parlor is where the dog was. What's the dog doing? Hanging out in the debate parlor like that. By the way, neat little detail since we just loaded in here. Look at all the fucking fancy ass wizards up here having their portraits. Very cool. This is Renala, I think. She looks like that at least. This guy had a mask fashioned after him. This guy also had a mask fashioned after him. This is probably Selen, I reckon. Or at least, I think I saw that in a Vati video. But what Brain retains from Vati videos is always a bit questionable. Since there's a lot of stuff in there, and Brain is not good at retaining information, as I've explained and mentioned before. Anyway, it is time to ball. Not for me so much, but for the enemies. We bonk. You do a little yoink. So I don't remember exactly where you're supposed to be standing. I think this is fine, yeah. So there's a suspiciously closed door here. We will find a way to open this in a second. I forget where this takes us. I don't think I want to access this right now. Where does this take us? Does it just go here? Is it just an exit? I cannot remember, fuck. I'm too curious, I need to find out. And even if we have to travel back, it's not like we went particularly far. We just ran past the boulder. Oh, it brings us over here. I see. Interesting. Hello, turtle. I think I have a new thingy for you, right? Yeah.
Oh, very well. Heresy, all
things can be conjoined.
Then I will concerning Radigan repented.
So we have found a Celestial Dew, so Turtle was like, hey, about Celestial Dew, you can use it to cleanse yourself of sin. It's kind of like what you can do in a lot of the other games, where if you fuck up too much and like kill a bunch of NPCs or something, you become sinful, and then you can like pay off your sin in some way usually. Except here we use a Celestial Dew to get that done. I think I've done that once, but I don't remember what sin I had officially committed. So basically, I have no idea how that works, when I'd be sinning and why I'd be cleansing myself. Although Turtle did mention last time that if you complete Seleucus' questline, you can do that to undo some of the bad you've done, which I will need to look into deeper, because I don't even remember all the stuff in his questline, and I don't want to fuck anything up too bad. Right, Cybert, it is indeed only human to sin. I say having my arms in some weird sort of, well, what is it, posture, but not quite. Oh, I die. Oh, I rolled it! I'm a genius. By genius, I mean I press button at right timing, which doesn't really have much to do with intellect or anything like that, but let's not think about that too deeply. Isn't this also where you jump off on one of these, or is it later? No, that's later on. I remember where you jump off. I'll double check anyway because we're here, but I remember where you go. Now, this guy is a dickhead. There's a knight over here. This guy will randomly decide to parry you, and your life will be over. So we're gonna try to not get parried. So while he has this... Oh, that roll caught me with a straight sword. I am flabbergasted. Alright then. I thought it was fine. So there are two things. Is that a straight sword? That is like, pretty long, and that moveset didn't quite look like a straight sword. Looked a little weird delay to it. Maybe I'm just dumb. But yeah, anyway, this guy is pretty spicy because he will one-shot us if we ever get parried, and he has a pretty high likelihood of us getting parried if we ever just R1 spam. So if his shield's out, we have to be careful. We have to do a lot of jump attacks and maybe some other shenanigans. We have a couple options. We can just jump attack spam and see if we can make that happen. So I'll have to like bait his attacks and then punish with jump attacks so he can't counter. The other main option would be to parry his attacks myself. That also works pretty well. It is a little dicey because HP is low and damage is high, so we will probably die doing that a couple times. What I will do before we fight him though is quickly run to the left, and open a shortcut, so we can get here without having to run through all the garbage again. Ow. So this leads over to the duo of dickheads that are standing on the balcony. Hello, yes you are the duo of dickheads. You were the ones I was referring to. Get called out, idiots. Bing bong, bing bing. Weird plim sounds. Oh, you're actually following me all the way over here. That's kind of neat. Alright, let's brute force until we actually get parried. Now, Bango did get the shit parried out of him when he was fighting that guy. He was being a royal dickhead. And let's see if we get just as unlucky. Oh, he put his shield away. This might not be so bad. Whoa! How did you just... Oh, does this shield have some, like, block parts on it? He didn't get staggered. He instead blocked the attack and countered it. Does it have block on it? I didn't know that. That's neat. Weird. Anyway, we've got the shortcut now, so getting there is a little bit less of a pain. What a bunch of dickheads. They are indeed. All I have now is dickheads. Dickheads everywhere, yo. Ow, I got stuck. Why did I say ow? Anyway, I got stuck on the little bit next to the ladder, so I couldn't go up. I hope Bango starts streaming at some point in the near future. Brainrot has absolutely ended me. You fuck! How do you even have an angle from there? You cheat. Oh well, I guess that is technically a good bit of an angle. Holy cheeky assholes! What the hell? And the crit for good measure. Alright, gamer, come here. Has a unique block? Well, it's in its R2 form. Huh, neat. I don't think I knew about that existing. Oh, yep, there we go. We got bangoed. So yeah, and since that's carrion retaliation, that is very, very likely to happen. Basically, whenever the AI decides to just randomly press the parry button, if you're at all attacking, aside from jumping attacks, you're just gonna explode. So we're gonna have to be pretty careful about that one. I don't quite know how I want to ideally deal with them. I do feel like the Shamshire does pretty good damage, but it is kind of tailor-made to just spam R2s, or R1s rather. And that is exactly how you get parried. Can you parry everything, or can you two-hand through him or something? So the normal parry rules apply, which is you can't parry jumping attacks, and you can't parry certain weapon arts, because that would make them completely useless. So if... I mean, I don't know which weapon arts are parryable or not, so take that info with the grain of salt that I'm giving. But I reckon we don't really have much that you can't parry. Now, jump attacks being unparryable is good though, because, I mean, the generic go-to for how to deal with assholes is to just equip big sword, employ jump attack, win game. So, when in doubt, that is a pretty reliable strategy. Also, if he's in an animation that you can't just easily cancel out of, he obviously can't parry. Oh wow, that is a charged R2 there, huh? I didn't recognize that. So we can just do this. Especially if he keeps doing stupid things. Now he does have a staff, so now his staff's out. So when the staff is out, we can just kind of send it. That was not the greatest trade. I'm gonna retreat now. He's gonna heal. I'm gonna heal. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I need to be careful. Oh, I hit the door. That was a shame. I think I would have been fine now. So this game has a couple interesting magic spells that are basically melee weapons disguised as spells. So like he had a little great sword thrust thingy as one of his spells there. There's also one that is a big old cleave. There's one that where you swing multiple times with lighter attacks and that sort of shit. There's actually a pretty decent number of various, I forgot what they're called. It's not glintstone sorcery, but there's a specific category for it. And there's a decent number of those kind of spells, which is cool, and I wanted to fuck around with that at some point, but never really got around to doing that. It feels a little redundant at the end of the day, because you're going into melee with your staff and using it like a sword. Which, I mean, why not just use a melee weapon, especially one that then also scales with intelligence, so you can absolutely play a caster and have strong melee weapons anyway. So why use a sorcery for that purpose? But it is neat. And there are a couple ones that are really good. They nerfed one in the patch where the DLC came out, and that one was really good, because it made pretty much everyone immediately crumple when you got hit by that one. So that one probably needed to be adjusted, and they did. So aside from like those extreme cases where it's just obviously really fucking good, it feels a little redundant mechanically, but obviously for style purposes and stuff it is quite nice. And I'm absolutely not against that being in the game. I'm gonna stab your friend, sorry Mr. Pumpkin Man. Not sorry for your friend though. See, I don't mind the pumpkin guys, but I do mind all the fucking wizards. Oh. Oh! That was so much delay. Wait, that wasn't a follow-up? That looked like it was gonna be a follow-up. Yeah, that looks like he's trying to follow up and then just not getting it. So my little bit of advice for pumpkinheads, in case you're struggling with them for some reason, don't lock on. If you're locked on, your character will try to always aim dead center on their body. Which is usually... Oh, that does have a follow-up. They just didn't do it, even though it was really close. I guess I was behind him or something. So your character will always try to aim pretty much dead center if you're locked on, and for the pumpkinheads, that's not actually a good thing. Look at this floating bit of debris here. Huh. Is that a book? That looks like a book. I'm wondering if that's like one of the... Yeah, it is a book, actually. I'm wondering where that's from. I don't think we broke anything here. Maybe it's from this debris. But yeah, so if you're not locked on, you can kind of angle yourself manually to try to hit past the head. Like, sometimes you hit the body on the side rather than on the head directly. And I mean, obviously the head is like the armored non-weak spot, so you don't wanna hit that if you're gonna fight it. Magic book, very much so. We'll encounter a couple of those in a bit. But yeah, not locking on, pretty good there. And this leads back to the balcony with the teleporter. So now we've seen pretty much everything here. Yeah, in case you weren't aware, the current relation to Angel Warblades are affected by the shield's stats, upgrade level plus scaling. Huh! It's mostly obvious, but for some reason I found it that surprising, probably because I was stuck in the mindset of shield not being for damage. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought maybe that just scales with your intelligence or something, because it is a magic thing. But I suppose making it scale with your weapon itself makes more sense for it being an Asha 4. Good to know. I mean, I am going to upgrade the shield anyway. That being said, I don't know how much spell parrying I'll actually be doing, because it looked like that drained a pretty significant chunk of my blue juice whenever I did that, so we'll probably not end up doing much of that aside from some, like, fun novelty situations. But yeah, that is cool to know. Anyway, so I think we've done all there is to do in the dungeon, with one aside that we're gonna do later, because that will skip us ahead quite a bit. Cost 8 FP, so maybe something else ate it. Huh. Maybe I just didn't realize that I was wasting mana beforehand. I don't know. So, this is obviously a boss room. We're gonna fight the boss here, and it's a bit of a gimmick boss. I'm gonna have a drink. I don't want to watch all of this cutscene, but I'll have a drink in peace. Because it'll be used as a multi-hit spell. That could be, maybe I drained it multiple times per thingy. Be gone, child, let go of my hand. And that's basically the boss fight. Be gone, child, let go. So... Up there is Renala. No, it's Rena? No, it's Renala. Yeah, Renala. I should have just read at the bottom where it says their name. She's in a floating bubble of invincibility. We need to go around and find the glowing kids and slay them. Just like in real life. So here we are, and in the meanwhile, they will try to use everything in the environment to murder us. They'll send books our way, they'll send chandeliers, all sorts of shit. It's raining fire over here. It's not great. I think you need to bring 3? Yeah, we need to bring 3 for her to fall down the first time. Is it in the middle and I missed it? Oh, it's over here. Ah, all of the flames. Right, so now she falls on her ass. Bonk, and we go and try to commit as much murder as we can. We might get a bleed proc here, which will... Oh, I don't have stamina, that's really bad. Okay, we do get at least 1 bleed proc per cycle. I'm gonna leave, because otherwise I'll get hit by the AoE. That was this dumbass bug. I don't really need to commit to this or try very hard on this attempt anyway, because at the end of the day, we started this with 2 of our healing flasks only, so this run will definitely not be the successful one. But yeah, I could show you the mechanics of the fight anyway. So we need to repeat the cycle until we have put her down. So we will likely... Oh wow, that didn't hit me, that's nice. We will likely need 2 more phases. Oh, that explodes. This was quite a work, as she would just instigate me with the big laser right at the start of the second phase. Yes, thank you for explaining the second phase when we're not even there yet. It doesn't really matter too much, I'm not doing the spoiler for you or anything, but that is pretty funny. Yeah, I'm also worried about second phase. First phase is just you take a bunch of chip damage maybe while you're running around, but for the most part it's not so bad. Second phase is gonna be insta-Gib City, and also depending on some other factors, like which adds Siege Sites to summon, that's also gonna be extra ass. Can I get the bleed, please? No. Okay, so we don't do charged heavies here, because then we don't get the bleed proc. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We'll probably end up needing 3 cycles regardless.
Time to be born anew.
Oh, hello there. So what I'll do is, when we bin the last child of the 3 that we need here... Oh, it's right in the middle, that is a bit uncomfortable. Yes, that has very high odds of us getting it. Okay, now we drink our flask so we can absorb 1 hit of otherwise death. And now we try to bin her. I'm guessing the bleed bar basically completely reset. Oh, not quite. Okay, never mind. So that was phase 1. Phase 2 is an actual fight, and it's gonna be a little bit annoying. I'm tempted to let this run because it looks fancy, but fuck it. So, we're now doing the classic magery battle. So you can sprint the giant laser, that's good to know. I didn't remember that, I was just sending it. That's the moon, I don't like the moon. We don't want to get hit with the moon. That's the laser. Get a slap here, a bit of a stagger. I'm gonna try to preserve this bubble for as long as I can, because we will eventually run into some spells that are very high damage, and I want the bubble to protect me from those. So if I get the bubble pop by one of these lower damage spells, that would be a bit of a shame. Ah, fuck. I thought I had enough of an angle there. Oh my god, I took so much damage. Need to apply some movement. That was a bit greedy. I figured I could maybe get a hit in and then quickly roll in time, but that was not the case. Death. Now, the hard part of this phase, for us at least, on level 1 especially, or, well, I mean, it's probably always going to be the majority of the difficulty in the second phase. If you can't just immediately kill her, she will go and cycle through summoning a variety of spirits to distract you while she nukes you from orbit, basically. And she can summon some pretty nasty shit. So we will kind of be reliant on not getting completely awful RNG to a certain degree. Now, most of them are gonna be at least annoying to deal with, so it's not like, oh, we get the one unlucky one and the run is over. Like, no, most of them are gonna be not very good. But you can also just, like, wait them out, but that gives her more time to just launch spells at you and that sort of shit, so it's not great. It's never gonna be particularly easy, I reckon. I wonder if it's wise to maybe try the Shamshir instead. The bleed procs did feel correct to use, maybe, but if we get a good series of hits here with a buffed Shamshir, that might do more damage, so let's give that a try. Alright, back to running around and trying to find the correct child. Stab, as one does. I kinda need to pay attention to my stamina a bit. There she is. It is, I guess. Oh, man forgets to send elevator down again. Ha, little did you know, I did that intentionally because this is the run, we're winning this one. So, fun fact, which is not always that useful because I find running around the outer circle to be the safest approach anyway. You can find the correct child by the singing. The correct child is the one that's, like, singing the weird lullaby thingy or whatever the fuck they're doing. Oh, I meant to wait, but it had buffered that attack. Okay, we're gonna 2-cycle it with the Shamshir, though, that's very good. Also, I didn't manage to get away in time, so we're almost done. Okay, nice.
Come, sweetie. Time to be born anew.
Yep, you're over here. Man, this buffed Shamshir is doing a lot of work. Don't need to bend this out, one is up enough so you can bow dagger throw them. I see. Well, that's not gonna... Oh, wow, I was distracted. That's not gonna change all that much to me, ultimately. I may as well always just do the second hit as well. I did notice that the shield was breaking when we just did this last time. Two, three, four, five, six. The other tell, in case you didn't mention, is they'll be the one throwing books at you. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you have to be sort of close for them to start throwing books at you, so it's not the one that I would normally use to try and actually find it. But... Okay, there's gonna be a lot of sprinting and like trying to maneuver correctly here. Oh wow, I didn't visually even get to see that because of the other fancy particles being in the way. So I need to look at our movements and immediately emergency roll when that happens. Well, we didn't get to even have a shot at winning that one. That is unfortunate. That killed me so fast from full or nearly full HP with the shield buff as well. So I just got absolutely obliterated by that. That is unfortunate. Now, for lore reasons, there are no Stakes of Marika in this, which is really funny. Like, the lore is really funny for why we don't have Stakes of Marika here. It works, it makes sense, but it is annoying because if you are struggling with this boss for some reason, you have to make this run all the fucking time, and it is a pain in the ass, and I do not like it. So I'm hoping that we actually get this done somewhat fast. Not just for the obvious reasons. Let me, while we're waiting for the elevator, put this on real quick. Save ourselves one Estus Flask, that might be the deal breaker. Run in phase 1 each time. Thankfully, phase 1 goes pretty quickly. It's just slapping 6 children and then murdering the woman in 2 phases, so it's not that bad, but... At least as far as phase 1s are concerned. But yeah, it is a pain in the ass to have to do in general. Alright, let's employ the art tech of only slapping at once, because we're low on stamina and there was a bunch of shit to dodge. Ah, almost. One, two, three, four, five, six. Brief stamina break. 1, 2, 3, 4. We leave. Hello, child. Oh, hello, child. Oh, hello, child.
Sweetings. Time to be born anew.
Hey, that one was still half HP. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, she died. I didn't get the flask off this time. Guess I better not get it by the laser. I guess I accidentally messed up the angle a little bit. I was not running in a straight line. I think for phase 2, Shamshire might actually not be very good. Because whenever I hit her, she pretty much immediately teleports away, so I don't really get to take advantage of the whole, like, hey, this is really good at spamming our one-side people. Oh, that is so hard to deal with. That is so fast and it's so dangerous. Well, the moon gives us some time to do whatever the fuck we want, so that's nice. I guess I'll quickly buff. Couldn't quite tell what she was doing behind the moon there, that was not nice. Oh, I was out of stamina. I need to heal. Wow, these do a lot of damage comparatively. Ow. Oh my god, the staff throw tracking me while I'm dodging the fucking projectiles. F. Oh god, the staff throw is gonna be so ass. I am not looking forward to trying this roughly 13 more times until I get it. I'm gonna bet on 13. If only we had channel points. Then we could do some channel point betting to see how this goes. So I think for phase 1 we're definitely gonna stick with the actually, let's try the Uchi, honestly. We are gonna wail on her quite a bit, so that might actually be able to double proc bleed and cold. Especially if I get to use the weapon art. There's an argument to be made that maybe I should be using the carry and retaliation on her spells. I don't know which spells I'd reliably be using them on, because for multi-projectile spells it's actually kind of hard to parry all of them, so it's probably not that good. But there's an argument to be made about at least trying that briefly. Let's for now assume we don't do that. What else do we need? We definitely need stamina. I've been definitely struggling with stamina quite a bit. Surprisingly, getting one-shot isn't that big of an issue, or at least hasn't happened much yet. I want to one-hand this, I reckon, so I can get more swings on. One-handed tends to be slightly faster if slightly weaker. What is the worst that can happen? Death, generally. Hello, child. I have bad news for you. You've been selected for the slapping of progress. Are you hiding behind the bookshelf? Get the fuck out of here. Alright, so we do Chilling Mist, not so much for the mist itself, although that's probably also gonna help, but so we buff our weapon and do extra frost. How are we doing here? Okay, we did get the bleed proc. That took a little. Oh wow, I was in the area for that. I didn't realize this might be death. Okay, we're lucky.
Come, sweetings.
Hello, kid. Goodbye. Ah, fire. Where did that come from? Stupid kids. Who gave kids flamethrowers anyway? What a dumb idea. Terrible mom this. That's the freeze proc. Okay, not sure how much I like. Oh, you actually shot me during the fucking phase transition, you dickhead. I don't know why I can't do it anymore, I'm dead. Those who never should police don't care. Hey man, that entire library is gonna burn down. You saw the flames everywhere. There was fire falling from the sky and everything. It's terrible. You can't do that as a responsible adult. Not to, like, call her a responsible adult necessarily, but you know what I mean. That was kind of worse than the Shamshir for phase 1, so I don't think we want to use that for phase 1. Still not entirely sure what we want to do for phase 2. I reckon we want something that hits pretty hard for each individual swing, so it might be Zweihänder time. Because it looks like we're gonna have to be very, very, like, hit and runny. At least that's how that phase played out so far in the attempts where we didn't immediately get killed. And if we have to do hit and run, then having heavier hits before we have to chase her down again. Like, if we only ever gonna get one swing at a time, then may as well have that swing be a little harder. I wonder if you can use Gravitas to knock multiple kids at once and get the fucking bubble broken, because like you said, with throwing knives and shit, it seems like any sort of damage will do, and Gravitas might actually be enough to trigger that then. We could try light rolling, actually. I don't think we're benefiting much from the medium roll, like the resistances. It might bite us in the ass when the ads start showing up and we're gonna get hit a lot. But let's try light rolling for now. What can we put on? Oh, we're gonna put on the Zweihänder, so I probably need to check if that is enough to light roll with. That is not enough to light roll with. How about now? It's still not enough, so we'd need the Arsenal Charm as well. Okay, let's find out. Is that enough to light roll with? That is not enough to light roll with, even with the Arsenal Charm. Alright, I guess we're not doing that then. Let's try... Damn, that is crazy that that's not enough. Maybe the Flamberge, and then we hopefully get consistent enough hits to occasionally proc the bleed? That seems good-ish. We are light rolling with this. Do we need the... We don't need the Arsenal Charm. Alright, cool. Alright, naked man with cape runs around, slapping kids and killing mothers. It's normal, don't worry about it. Just things that happen in the lands between. They stay in the lands between. As long as no one streams it and shares it with the world. Please, please. Not even like, oh, the cops are on the way or whatever, just please, please. Sheer desperation.
Come, sweetings.
I mean, she has enough children. They're literally falling from the ceiling at this point, you know? Like, you can't blame me for thinning out the herd of them. Bonk. I can also consider doing a different Flask of Thunderous Physic. Okay, locking on there was a terrible idea. Did not want to give me the boss. Okay, we got the buff off in time. Very good. Okay, let's see. So I want to approach and run in a circle. Yeah, that's much better. I should have just done that right away. Can I punish her while she's doing the moon thingy? That was not a good trade. I think we might have actually died there. Ooh, that's still curved? That was chasing me for so long. I thought it was safe. Oh, for fuck's sake. It was in thought. Damn it. Fuck's sake. Approach the mother casually, yeah. Casually Masatsu child. I guess I just need to play it more patiently and safely. Maybe there's an argument to be made about running the, Actually, there's a couple things. I could run the more stamina physic, like the one that gives us more max stamina, because there's gonna be a lot of sprinting. I hate you so much for being able to snipe me all the way over here, that is so rude. Like, even this guy can't fucking snipe me properly, but the guys from 800,000 meters away can snipe me across the entire stage. Feels bad. Helicopter mom. More like floating bubble mom, but I guess it comes down to the same thing. Although, I mean, she's not really protecting her children, it's more like her children are protecting her. So it's kind of the opposite of helicopter mom. It's like helicopter children, I suppose. But yeah, so we could run the flask that gives us more max stamina so we can do more sprinting, because there's gonna be a lot of sprinting and rolling and trying to avoid death. There's also an argument for the one that gives us... I lost my train of thought, fuck. I had it earlier, like I had an idea. Oh yeah, I was gonna consider doing some sort of life regen thing. Because if we could just embrace the fact that the fight is gonna take a while and that we're gonna get a lot of downtime between hits, and then we could just say, oh, if we have the life regen effect from the Flask of Physic and we have the life regen talisman, we just get a lot of her health back while she's running away, so we don't mind her running away that much. So that could also be a reasonable approach. Because, I mean, as long as I'm not trying to attack, it's not that difficult to avoid most of the damage. So if I had regen enough to mitigate a lot of the random chip damage that we're getting, that might actually be alright. I hope that still holds. Yeah, that still holds easily. She flings her children as self-defense. She looks pretty passive in all this, honestly. Ooh, that was a lot of good hits in a row. Alright, let's move away briefly, have this. It's laser beam, I need to get closer. That was pretty dicey. Oh, didn't get multiple hits this time. I was not quite ready for that one, I forgot what that looked like. But yeah, for scenes like this, if I'm injured a little bit, and I have the regen tier on, and I'm using the talisman that I'm currently using, that would be a lot of life regen just for hanging out and not doing much of anything. Oh, we're getting so much value. Okay, we got the fucking dragon, of course, so it's time to leave. Greetings. So he's gonna fuck off soon. And now we have the giant. I think she's gonna stop summoning things in a second here, because I think we just brought her past 2 thresholds for summoning shit. I think I needed to roll here because we're so far away that I'm, relative to her, not really moving that fast. Or relative to her turn rate or whatever. I don't describe that very well, but you might understand what I mean anyway. But yeah, I think we just need to play this very patiently, even though it's a little frustrating. It automatically changed my lock-on, did you see that? I was locked onto her, she summoned the ad, and the lock-on went to the ad. I never noticed that before, that's crazy. That's some insane tanking tech. That's some good timing on the roll there, I'm very good at this game. Oh, that didn't reach, I'm so bad at this game. Oh, I almost died. Yeah, it actually actively changes the lock-on target. That's nuts. They two-shot me. I am pissed. With auto switch turned off. I don't know if it's on or off because that's the sort of setting that sometimes, like, I forget to change whenever I reinstall the sword. When I go from mod to normal. So I can't even tell you. I think I turned it off when I went to the mod. I don't know what it's on in this case. No, it's off on auto target. Also, it shouldn't do that anyway because she's still a viable target. It shouldn't switch if the current target is still alive. That just means that it switches when the target dies. She is still lock-onable, for lack of a better term, as we just showed there by like locking onto her and swinging in. At least I think that's what happened, right? I don't remember exactly. But like, she's not invincible. There's no good reason for the lock-on for her, or with her, to break. I think it just straight up changes target to whatever she summons so she's protected. I should learn to speak a little bit. But yeah, I think that's the strat. I think we just have to play it super fucking slowly. Was the top one also off? Oh, oops. Toggle target auto lock-on. New target when former target dies, though. It shouldn't... Like, she doesn't die when that happens. Tends to switch what's closer to the center of your screen. That is not the normal behavior. Oops, I was looking at chat and didn't make it off the platform in time. Yeah, it's definitely weird regardless. But no, it's normally not supposed to be constantly switching to whatever is closer to your center of target. That might be a mouse and keyboard thing actually, because you might be using the mouse to, like, do things and you're moving the mouse, which is the equivalent to trying to change lock on actual controls. So that might be a quirk of using mouse and keyboard and moving the mouse around, either intentionally or accidentally. At least that's how I think that works. I don't actually know for sure. I'm just musing and rambling. Usually that's the opposite though. Usually auto wall recovery is the thing that is trying to kill you rather than protecting you from getting killed. At least in the older games. In Dark Souls 1 for example, that was the setting that would definitely try to get you killed if you had it on. So I just autopilot to having that off by default usually. I haven't tried what it looks like with it on, at least not consciously. I probably once forgot to change it when I installed the mod. But usually auto wall recovery is the thing that gets you murdered. Oh, I also have auto wall recovery turned off, which might be the thing actively trying to kill you at... Wait. No, I have it off. I definitely have it off. I think we had that open a second ago. I'll check once we find the child. I'm running around in circles. Here we go. I think it was on screen a second ago and it was off, but I might also just have missed a remote. Alright, let's have a look. No, it's not even here. But yeah, it's off, definitely. If I remember to change settings, then that and the auto-target are the two things that I usually change immediately. Again, if I at all remember to change settings, which is not always a given. I wonder if that's worth doing, because a lot of our damage is actually from the bleed. I also didn't have the buff last Gecto, so the charge attack wasn't even that strong. Oh, I wasn't in range. That's probably the best thing that she can do for us, like the swirly should, because if we're playing hit and run anyway, then she's literally just wasting our time standing there with her staff twirling like that. Oof! I was not ready. Okay, I can't reach her. Maybe if I do like a jumping attack. Ow. I can punish that. Nice. Oh fuck, I look at chat thinking I have the right angle and I immediately die. Fuck's sake. Hot dog was an effort to give Pants Cube a chance to bin the lady before I go to space. Yeah, thank you. I was also about to briefly feed for food. Very good. Yeah, let's see if we can make it happen. We are naked because we try to light roll, and I, being on level 1, don't really have a lot of spare endurance to go around, like a spare carrying capacity. So we are pants at Red Hood for the 1 health smile. Like 1 vigor that it gives. Ow. Get shot in the head, feels bad. I didn't deserve that. Did nothing wrong. Ow. I hate this so much. I hate that they have an angle there and that they just fucking keep firing and not break aggro. That is so fucking toxic. I should just pay attention to that and roll when I hear them fire, but I autopilot look at chat whenever I'm just running back to the boss. I hardly pay attention to what's going on, just kind of play instinctively. Right, I don't think the bubble has been helping us pretty much at all. Let's grab the extra stamina and let's grab... what shall we grab? I think we want... Let's try the life regen, let's try stacking that and then see how that works out. Then maybe we don't need to immediately heal when we get hit by a small pellet. That being said, we aren't really running out of healing, we kind of just run into a bad spot and immediately die. But I don't think any of the offensive ones are going to be particularly useful, so may as well try that. See if we get any value out of it at all. That was quite silent as well, because they fired them so fucking early. I heard them fire and I was like, that is so far away, that is so early, there's no way that hits me still, and then it barely fizzled before touching me. Goddamn. Don't really think there's that much else that we have. We could try using Bloody Slash, actually. It is a little slow, but it does have a good bit of range. So maybe if we have a punish window, we could be using that instead of a normal attack on the Flamberge. Greetings, fellow kids. How do you do? Anyone up for some murder? Who here wants to get murdered? Raise your hand, or your voice in Euxis. Schmack. Sleep tight. Death. We roll those, let's go. I am noticing the lack of— oh wow, oh, I didn't quite die. That hit just before she did the explosion was so cheeky that almost comboed. Or like caught me and made it so I couldn't evade it in time. Come child, time to become my guardian and get murdered for it. Signed, mom. Some Isaac shit right there. Bong, 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 bong. Alright, we have a little drink, we do a little equipment change once that's over. Don't think I have time for it now, I want to get close first. We also have the buff active still, so that's probably not so important. Yeah, I can just do this for the first cycle, and then I greedily change equipment, then die. That is quite a bit of damage. Oh, and she doesn't immediately flee because that's a range attack technically. Ooh, is that tech? I think we found some tech. Ah, piss. I saw that. I saw that. God damn it. Please do something that I can just casually punish without too much effort. There we go, that's good. Thank you. I really was looking to get some damage on again after 8 minutes of not doing anything. I am probably dead. I have a really bad angle for these. Okay, never mind, we're fine. Hey, there's the laser beam. Swing. Okay, she did flee this time. I don't know if that's because we got lucky the first time, or if we just... No, she is actually untargetable during those. Huh. I can't believe I didn't die. Let's go. Oh, almost death. I wanna try if she's invulnerable, but I can't afford to during the dragon spawn because the dragon will murder me if I get too close. I think it's gonna disappear now, yeah. Ah, lasers. Whoa. Fuck you, Darable. Or fake Darable.
Come, O sworn giant.
Hello, all sworn giant. Please don't murder me. I know you would really like to. Yeah, I can lock onto her almost immediately, but it initially makes her briefly untargetable. So that's probably what's happening there. Oh, that's pretty good if I don't get it. Nice. I should have done the Bloody Slash again. No, she is damageable, she's just not targetable. Alright, that's weird as fuck, but I guess we accept.
Little Rani. My dear.
Okay, I didn't end up using the life regen for the purpose that I thought, but it is helpful for Bloody Slash because that does actually do some damage. So having the two sources of life regen is quite helpful. Sweet. Great Rune of the Unborn. Thank you. It's such a cool boss room. Look at me covered in blood and otherwise mostly naked.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out.
Yes. Blah, 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 blah. You're a little mad because someone broke your heart. Unlucky. No, we don't want to rebirth. We don't really have much to respec, and we also don't want to change our cosmetics, so... this is locked. There's a grace here. Is there anything else we want on this room? I don't remember. I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here for us. We did run around here a bunch before we killed the boss, and we didn't see any glowing bullshit. Or at least I didn't. Can't really speak for you guys. Guess we're just gonna leave then. That seems alright. So there's a couple minor things to do. Let's hope by the point I'm done with them, by the time I'm done with them, Bango is also done with food and ready to perform more stream. So we have our second grade rune, so she should be like, oh cool, you have a second grade rune, here, have some words of the finger, and also more importantly have a talisman pouch so you can have 3 of them now. Very nice. No, not 4, 3. We also get to talk about Queen Marika.
Marika's but even confer the finger now.
And more importantly, we can get some stuff from her. We get really high level magic scepter, which we're not going to be using. We get really high level sorcery, which we're not going to be using. So as far as souls that we're just going to eat for money at some point goes, this is definitely fairly high up on the list of things we might want to do. However, we also can buy her equipment, which I don't think looks that cool. I don't think I want any of these, but maybe in the future. I don't think we get anything new from these guys. No, we're done. But hey, 3rd talisman slot, that is very handy. Let's go back to the stamina recovery one, because that's probably gonna be in there at almost all times. What else could we be using, just as a good default? How much extra damage is this? That's like 20 damage-ish. It's alright, as long as we're on a light roll. Is it actually going to be 20 damage, or is it gonna be reduced when we equip it, because the extra weight? Nope. It is fine. Alright, cool. We'll take 20 extra damage, why not?
Well then. There's something I'm thinking. Do you know? Though he was.
Oh yeah, he is about to leave Round Table of Hold because we're preparing to go to Altus Plateau. I think the moment we reach it, he's gonna piss off. You have nothing new to say. Let's see if Rogier has something new to say or moved on or something. Oh, you're dying. I'm very sorry to hear that. Feels bad, man. Hate it when I die.
Greet, are you here for
Anything new from you? We could upgrade something just to get some more dialogue in a bit, but maybe not right now. Lay out your arms, then. Let's see if he has anything new to say. Hello, love. Give me a hug, so you might talk to me.
now?
Imagine someone like that in real life. Oh, I will only talk to you if you let me hug you. Like, what sort of fucking attitude is that? Just meet someone out on the street. You're like, hey, let's have a nice little chat. And they're like, no, I only chat to people that I can hug.
Very warm. Then good day.
Oh, fuck's sake, still no progression. What was the last step she told me to do? I thought the last thing she told me to do was give Rogier the knight curse mark thingy. Oh, I think the reason my brain is speedrunning this a little bit is because Bango did this out of order. Bango did Nokron before he even talked to Ronnie. Or he did Radahn before he talked to Ronnie. So Ronnie's questline was already like in the next step, so he could progress Rogier's questline immediately, which in turn made Fia's questline progress immediately, right? That's probably what happened, and why I have that scrambled in my brain. As usual, I'm just trying to find a way to blame Bango. Hello, guy.
Wonderful. Make the journey to the capital. The 2 fingers you may be for we.
For we. Let's talk about Nefelia.
So I had honestly determined. I suspect a dose of.
You're kind of a dick, you know? No one really likes you. You probably know this, given that you're the all-knowing. And you still don't care, which makes you even worse, honestly. Terrible guy. GG on murdering the mother of however many can possibly spawn children. Yeah, it's probably quite a few. Especially if we count rebirth. She must have birthed, like, thousands. Infinite number.
Ah, please. It's pathetic.
Anything to say? Yeah, I heard from Gideon.
For indulging father.
How dare you indulge in your emotions? That's so awful of you. You're like such a bad person. I can't believe you would do such a thing. She's not even dead. True, actually, yeah. How does that work? Oh yeah, do I want to give her the Stormhawking, or do I want to progress to Luvis's questline first? Do you happen to know if this is an issue total? Do you happen to know how this works, or should I just not do anything right now and read this up on my own time in a bit? Because I want to get as much stuff as I can from Siluvus, ideally including, I don't want to talk about that in too much detail, like one of the puppets, one of the later stage puppets, ideally. Can I get all that stuff without ruining anything, or, I mean, that's probably too vague and too listless. I should probably not put this all on you. No, she wants to give rebirth to us. She gives rebirth to everyone. She's just, like, into that sort of thing, I think. It's all she feels like she's good for, I think. Which is pretty sad. Sort of sad character, anyway. Like, my empathy is a little diminished by the fact that for what I know, or from what I know, which isn't that much to be fair, but from what I know, she's kind of just heartbroken. Which, like... Yeah, but like, she's heartbroken because her lover fucked off and went to someone else. Which, yeah, that sucks, don't get me wrong, but you don't need to be, like, completely throwing away your I am queen and, like, chief of the academy and I'm so important and I'm the mother of rebirth and all that sort of shit. Like, you don't need to throw away everything just because your bloke fucked off, right? Like, it seems like a bit of an overreaction. I think if you get this now, you cannot make her a puppet, but that doesn't stop you from doing either of the other options. Yeah, I was probably not going to do that anyway. Like, I didn't plan on making her into a puppet, because I think that's gonna bin her questline, right? I want to have that coexist with the Siluvus questline as long as I can. The normal part of rebirthing, just like RL. Assume while rebirthing, she will fling us against the wall like other kids. Yeah, I mean, if at the end of the day we come out looking good and sexy like we chose to be, and also with reallocated stats, which we don't have any, then that's probably fine. So I don't know, that seems like part of the process, and that seems fine. Anyway, one thing I'm going to do, regardless of what we decide at the end of the day, with, what's her face? With, come on, brain, words, Nepheli. Regardless of what we do with that and Siluvus' questline, we're going to go and give Thorpe the spare key that we found in the dungeon, so let's go do that right now. He'll definitely not meet his end, because they definitely didn't really have a somewhat reasonable reason to not let him get into the fucking academy, but hey, whatever, we'll let him in, this is gonna be fine. I assume she survived because we didn't finish her in the fight with her kids, and then the big fight with her was more of a manifestation created by Rani. Yeah, that one makes sense, I agree. Yeah, you can have my key. It's definitely my one and only key that I earned by being a really good mage. Thank you for erudition, that's a good gesture.
Why, of course.
Why, of course.
With you a blip, perhaps, who knows?
So yeah, he's gonna now move over to the academy and start learning shit. But yeah, even if we only slay the illusion of her, why is she fine with us having, first of all, slain all her children multiple times? Or like a couple of her children multiple times? Where exactly does he hang out? I forget. Is it? No, it's over here, isn't it? Like in the first big room. And then we, like, almost murder her until Ronnie steps in and is like, oi, maybe you fight her at her full power or some shit. And then, like, afterwards she's like, oi, guy that has done the murders and shit, how about you hang out and become rebirth, lol. Was this always open? How did I not remember to grab that when we first came in here? So for some reason my memory... Oh wow, I got one shot. Damn, that one-shots me from a normal bloke? Jesus. I always miss that spot. I feel like that spot isn't open the first time you're here. Maybe I'm hallucinating, but I feel like I would have noticed that. Bango finding it was the first time I've ever seen it? Damn. Alright, never mind. If Bango found it immediately, then it must have been opened immediately. And I'm just misremembering. Let's see if we can maybe kill this guy and then try to YOLO up the stairs. That'd be nice if we could get away with that. Probably not, given that there's a Flaily Man right here. Oh, I have a Balakin's Blessing. I should get rid of them. But yeah, I think Thorpe is somewhere... Oh wait, no, he's in the rafters, isn't he? I think he's, like, pretty fucked already. Or, I don't remember where exactly you find him, actually. I thought the puppet had crumbled, because I got the crumble sound effect, but it was the guy that died from that swing anyway, like they always do. I just didn't put that together correctly. Where does he hang out? He's in some room, just sitting on a chair. If he has even moved already, maybe we need to wait a little bit and do something else. No, he's officially not sitting here anymore, so he should be somewhere here. Fuck, where the fuck does he sit? Outside the schoolhouse, Grace. Thank you. Ah, here we go, thank you. So, he managed to get in here, he managed to study some sorcery, and he came up with something, but he died in the process, unlucky. So he was actually a bit of a genius, he came up with a new spell that they couldn't come up with. They thought he was an idiot, he wasn't, but it cost him everything, unlucky. Anything else we want to do here? I think we'll just call this good. Weird place to set up his desk. Yeah, I agree. Not sure, does that stop even pick off coming here, by the way? Maybe, I don't know. I don't think you ever see his stuff when he's sitting outside or sitting out by the church. Alright, I see Bango has gone live with Baba is here even though he didn't say anything. So unless we have something we really want to get rid of immediately here, I think we'll just call it. Let's see. Next time we're like, there's this tunnel over here still that we can do. We can take the elevator because we have both halves of the medallion. And I think we did everything else here. I'm trying to skim this and see if I missed anything important. Only given to highly regarded sorcerers or something. Maybe he nicked that and then used that to make his spell. Oh, we can actually quickly go to one of the 4 belfries. Anyone have any desires for which one we pick? Let's use our imbued key while we just recently got one. Before we naff off. We did the one to the Chapel of Anticipation, so we either go to Nokron or to Farum Azula. I don't think either of them is gonna be particularly interesting or exciting. They're both really short little areas with like an enemy or two and then a couple items maybe. Which one is this? Night ahead. Oh, that's the Nokron one. And this one is Farum Azula. Any of you guys want to see any of the 2 regions? Because we'll get a brief glimpse of what that region looks like, but both of them are going to be for later otherwise. In the meanwhile, I need to figure out what I want to do next. I could go to Altus Plateau and start exploring there. There's a lot of stuff to get there, or we can start doing the lower level part of Caelid and start doing some of the dungeons here. Maybe even do Rodan at some point soon. We should actually be invited to the festival now-ish. Because I think that happens when you have... Or maybe that no, that happens when you access Altus Plateau, and we haven't done that yet. So technically we're still before the festival starts. Let's just go to Farum Azula. I think Nokron is a little prettier, but I'm more curious what you get here. I think the stuff you get in Nokron is actually completely awful, whereas this is just a talisman that's mostly awful. So, welcome to Crumbling Farum Azula. These are some floating ruins in the sky, basically, that are broken apart. This is the major section over there. We'll be there eventually and explore that. And eventually is pretty close to the end of the game, actually. There's a bunch of chickens hanging out. They don't really do anything. And we have some ruins to climb across, like here. And then we go down here. And I guess we just jump. Now we have some of these beastmen here. They're actually pretty tough. Yeah. Ow, my health. Oh, they staggered. Nice. I am out of stamina. Oh, I risked it. It was not good. Ah, fuck. I was trying to quickly grab the... get the overhead here for the stagger, and then maybe get a bleed proc, yes, bleed proc, and then maybe kill him that way. The only way we are killing these guys is through bleed, because their HP is absurdly high, so that is definitely a pain. There's no Stake of Marika in there, huh? That is also a pain. We could just quickly run through and grab the item. We don't really get anything for killing them, they're just high-level enemies for later in the game. Wait, this is not where we went. This is where we went. No, that's the other part we went. We didn't go here, we... No, down there is where we went. Okay, I figured it out. Don't worry, guys. I'm not navigationally challenged, I promise. An area with some twists. Yeah. Actually, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward place. It looks fancy and broken apart and weird, but it is actually fairly straightforward, especially when you come back later and actually explore it properly. So, it's not nearly as bad as it looks in that regard. It does have some annoyances, of course. One of the most hated bosses in the game is in there. I also don't like it very much. Oh, that's too far. How do I not take fall damage when jumping on that side, and then this is already too far? That actually startled me a little bit. I didn't expect to die. God damn it. I was trying to avoid aggroing the duo of mega high-level Satan that would immediately fucking murder me, alright? Sorry, game. I'll just tank it next time. I was also not getting onto my horse because I thought it was super close, but it's actually a little bit of riding, so may as well save a tiny bit of time. Tiny bit of time. Here we go. I can't speak anymore. Let's just get this over with. I regret choosing this area. Wow, we got our souls back. Nice. Okay, I guess we'll jump down here. Should this be fine, maybe? Okay, fall damage, but not death. Leg it. Oh my god, he hit me with both of them one after the other, and I couldn't even roll in between. F. I think the item is on this little ledge. I think there is an item here. I want to say there's an item here. At least that's what my memory tells me. My memory is shoddy and not very helpful a lot of the time, but I am confident there is something there. It might just be an upgrade material or something useless. But there is definitely something there, is what my brain is telling me. Maybe I have to actually kill them, and maybe the item drops, in which case, fuck. But we'll find out, I suppose. I kind of wish I had the shield flask on, because having one hit blocked in terms of damage might be pretty helpful here. Because everything hits so hard, and we have to hit them so many times. Oh yeah, I kind of want to use the Baldachin's Blessing. Poof. Not so much because of the effect, but because I want to get rid of it. Let's have a look before we jump down. That does look like a little platform to jump onto. There are messages as well, so that might be where the item is that I'm desperately looking for. Wow, Baldachin's Blessings don't last long at all. I don't foresee us using more than 10 flasks, given the absurd amount of damage that these guys do to us, so let's just have one to be topped off, and then we just commit. Maybe we can push him off the ledge, actually. You found an angle for that chakram? That's crazy, fuck you. No, I missed! Oh, he staggered. Oh, the chakram! Alright, -1. Nice try. Thank you, bleed. Alright, fuck you guys. Aha, item. Here we go. All worth it. Pearl Dry Talisman. Isn't that like every resistance a tiny bit or something? Yeah, boost non-physical damage mitigation, so like all the elemental resistances are slightly improved. And that's all we have over here. But we do get a cool glimpse of a future area. We don't really... I mean, we can see on the map where we are, which isn't really helpful. And I mean, given the location of this, it's generally not going to be very helpful. Oh, we can see the mountaintops of Giant over here, though. Of Giants over here. Mountaintop of Giants. Very nice. Very cool. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna take my well-deserved rest after over a week of streaming this every single day. So we're gonna go and raid Lucky Fan Bubba, who is playing Fandango as you, which is probably only applicable to him.